themselves want a better future because of the new hope in their lives. These children are no longer just like any other because they now come from GK families and communities that have a new outlook and a stronger set of values of giving and sharing, of love and sacrifice. Last Sunday, I visited a new GK village being developed in Macabebe, Pampanga, and met two groups of youth, one from Singles for Christ and the other beneficiaries of a private foundation of a GK partner offering scholarships called Prayers for Day Foundation. Watching the innocent faces and the energies in this youth, hungry for guidance and hope, I was shaken by the realization that there must be many more of these young children coming from both the beneficiary communities and the caretaker families whose future depends on us, the older generation. I also met groups of very young children who came from the depressed communities in Macabebe, singing and dancing out their prayers in the heat of the sun, but very happy. Questions came to mind, like, are we just going to allow these children to flow back into the system without extra help? Are we to allow them to continue to apply to become household help, entertainers, or construction workers here or abroad because they have no education beyond grade school or high school? These are the children who need our help to build a better future. But before strategizing, we must take a good look at the Filipino worker today. At his very best, the Filipino worker is loyal, makatao, service-oriented, and persevering. Which is why we are known throughout the world as excelling at nursing, caretaking, call centers, and seamen professions. He is unfazed by hardships and values human relationships always with a smile. His weakness, however, is to settle to be led by and obey whomever is more established because he lacks or she lacks the self-confidence to speak out on his or her own. This speaks of our children's challenge, but also their opportunity today. And through GK, which believes in the principle of subsidiarity, the cry is to build self-reliance in our youth. Both the youth coming from the GK villages and the youth of our universities. Given the potentials and the goal of self-reliance, what can we as businessmen, professionals, civic and political leaders present here tonight do to help? First, we must challenge the boundaries that keep our young people poor, to break through the glass ceiling that has conditioned him or her to believe that his or her highest aspiration is defined by the shanty that he or she lives in. Second, we must develop an entrepreneurial spirit among the youth to inspire him or her to create value by making something from nothing. And lastly, we have to allow them to aim for greatness, to have pride and faith in self, because God made no man second class in this world. In a more concrete form, let us put into action what has been said many times. Increasing scholarships for our poor but deserving students to at least 20% of the student population in the best universities in Metro Manila and in the provinces. Second, we must train teachers, mentor graduates, and assist in their dreams to be business owners rather than employees. Third, we must encourage more business-inclined youth of our leading universities to embark on more social entrepreneurship projects that include a major component that shall benefit the poor. And fourth, those of us with the means can partner with financial institutions to provide the needed working capital to make them succeed. Let us support the GK Enchanted Farms Institute in Angat, Bulacan as a business training university, and the GK Entrepreneurial Center so that young entrepreneurs will not fall prey to unscrupulous predators in our system and instead learn to do business honestly. Most importantly, they must learn that business is about making sure that no one is left behind. These last 5 years, Malen, my wife, who is here with us tonight, and I think my son, my youngest son, David, and my daughter Simone are in the audience, have lived in the United States to be with our 4 children, 2 of whom are studying to be priests, and the other 2 studying in top-ranked Catholic schools. Malen herself is completing her PhD in clinical psychology and sociology, and already has a long list of people she is healing. In my absence, I have rediscovered a deep longing and love for our country, and Gawad Kalinga was my expression. We are back because we have come to realize through this work that the poor are our family. Their children are also our children, and they deserve the same quality education that our children now enjoy. My wife and I and the rest of our family are fully committed to this mission. And I hope all my friends and family present, including my mother, first time she's come, and my brother, will also provide the means to empower these children and consider this noble cause. For most of us, we have run the race and finished ahead, but alone. Now, we see our children running the same race, but recognize that we must help them to cross that finish line, but this time with as many others as possible. It is in finishing the race together that I am sure we will build a bright future for every Filipino and build our nation. Thank you very much, and good evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cito Alvarez.